at this badass Splitfire Kawasaki KX250, class of 1992. Guys, feast your eyes on this absolutely gorgeous Splitfire Kawasaki KX250. This one's loaded with upgrades. My buddy Mark, rest in peace, he just passed away out of Deansboro, New York, about a month ago. He had a collection of 49 bikes. This is one of his crown jewels, one of his favorite bikes in the entire collection, the one that he said he had put the most time and money into. He had taken it right down to the frame and redid everything on the bike, the engine. In fact, he upgraded the front forks to 2004, much newer, modern forks and triple clamps, so it had better braking and suspension on the front end, which really brought it to the next level, because he was building this to race at Unadilla MX Rewind. They're right 30 miles from the track. He had his own private track at his place, and for decades would let riders ride at his track for free. Just a super cool guy. He loved this Kawasaki, and he put quite a bit of time and effort into it. He raced it at Unadilla several times since he rebuilt it. So when we got it back in, we gave it a full refresh. We took it all apart, cleaned everything up, steam cleaned, hand washed it, replaced the front tire, went through the whole bike front to back, gave it a nut and bolt, new front tire and tube. It's got new fork guards on here, new front fender, new front number plate, new Renthal bars with a crossbar pad. Brand new ODI grips, new green levers. This is the graphics kit he had put on it. It was in good condition, so we left it alone. The seat cover is beautiful. It's got this like three-tone, light blue, dark blue, and white Splitfire Kawasaki look with the blue rear fender. Really, the bike's an absolute looker. If you know anything about vintage motocross, these 92s are highly sought after. They have a lot of mid-range. They track really great. They're good for fast outdoor tracks. They're excellent for outdoor motocross and or supercross. So the engine, he had the engine out of the frame and rebuilt the engine, new piston, new rings, new base gasket, new head gasket, new reeds. We rebuilt the carburetor, cleaned the car, put all the new drain lines on it, and a new air filter, new fuel lines. The exhaust is a full custom FMF turbine core 2 silencer with the FMF Gold Series fatty head pipe. You can see it's got we actually put this brand new Boyson Factory Racing clutch cover on here. It's got the green silicone hoses, the blue oil filler, the oversized brake pedal with the red clevis on here. Original pegs look great. It has a new clevis, new hardware. The kicker was sent out. We had that restored by the mad scientist that does all our kicker restorations. Aluminum was polished over here. The rear brakes were redone. The frame rails, he had already painted the frame, so we matched that color and just sprayed the frame rails because he had already done the whole frame. So we just touched those up along with the frame rails on the bottom here. We polished the aluminum swing arm. The Renthal decals new. The rear brakes are redone. You see it has a new cover, a new protector. He had already put a new chain, a new sprocket on there, so we put a new gold chain on there to freshen up. This original wheel set on this bike, it's got some patina on it. It is 1992, so what was that, 34 years old, 92? Yeah, so those are the original rear rim. Let's check the date code on the front one. Let's see, Takasago XL 801. So this is a 2002 front wheel. When he replaced the front end, he did the wheel, the brakes, and he put the 04 forks on this to make it handle better than the 92s. The suspension technology was advancing in leaps and bounds back then. And between 92 and 04 is a big difference. You can see he also put the oversized radiators on here. You can see the hand welding on the radiators in there. The engine temperature gauge, the new radiator protectors on both sides were done. Come around this side, you can see it's got a nice folding shifter. Pegs are in good shape. All the hardware's cleaned up and renewed. New roller, new upper roller, new slider on the chain protector. Brand new rear tire. It's a 110/90/19 Dunlop on the rear here. So really just a clean machine. It's not perfect. It's a 92. He did race it a couple of times since it was rebuilt, but it's a beautiful piece. One of the issues we had when we got it is his mechanic had over tightened the engine case bolt for the engine oil drain. Let me show it to you. So we sent this over to our local welding shop that specializes in this kind of welding, and he actually welded. He had cracked the. It happens all the time in Kawasaki. If you torque it down too much, it'll put a crack in the engine case right here. So it's got a new bolt, and that was professionally welded. The main gasket in the center here, they put a little extra sealant on it right here to keep it from leaking. And they had the Wizard. He had actually taken the whole clutch assembly off the side here and regasketed the clutch and went through the water pump and everything on it there. Frame's not perfect. It's got a dent here, a dent here, a dent here. Nothing major. They're not crushed or flattened. It won't affect the structural integrity, but this was built to be a racer, not a trailer queen. So it's got a couple dings on the bottom here. But swing arm looks good. Everything looks good on the bike. The shock linkage. And Mark built this to race at Unadilla. It's a race bike. It wasn't designed to be a trailer queen. A couple dings in the pipe right here. It's not, like I said, it's not perfect, but it sure does look good. Also, the pipe here was patched on the bottom. It's not perfect, but for racing purposes, it'll run just as good. They patched it, fixed it. There's a little scratch in the swing arm right here. Again, this is a 32-year-old motocross bike that was built to race. Mark built it and raced it at Unadilla several times that season. So if you want to take it to the next level and put a new pipe on it, what are they, $280 or something? If you want to buy a complete engine rebuild kit for under $800, you can buy a complete new crank, top end, Nikasil plate the cylinder and do the work yourself. But we're selling it as is. The bike runs good. It's a good rider. If you're a backyard rider and you don't need a works level performance engine, this one as is a good rider. Mark was racing it in the vintage class at Unadilla with and having a blast on it. So it's exactly the way he built the engine. We didn't get into the engine, but I know he had done it. I had seen the box in his shop that had the Wiseco piston and engine rebuild kit in it. So like I said, it has been ridden, runs good. The bike's not a trailer queen. It was ridden and set up to be raced. It's got the modern forks on it, nice tires, chains and sprockets, bars, all the running gear is right. If you want to, take it to the next level, that's on you, but we're selling it the way she sits. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860. We normally do concourse level frame off restorations. We quite often do that, but if I replace the pipe and, go through and make everything perfect, it's going to be thousands more. So this one will be priced right, and it's a good rider as it is, and a good starting point if you want to make it a concourse level piece. Thanks for watching. God bless America.